social housing for all, for decent rents for all, and for a future generation who don't have to put up with poverty and benefits.
Hackney and Tower Hamlets are two of the top 7 most deprived boroughs in the whole nation. You are going to have a walk into the City of London, which according to United Nations is the wealthiest place on the planet.
We've got a major struggle against the government in order to ensure that Greater Connolly can give to the people of East London.
We don't want councils or private landlords to be making profits out of something that should be a right for people to live in, to come and work and live in London.
We're doing in Tower Hamlets, we're trying to put pressure on our mayor to make sure that he brings some control on private landlords, that we can try and have a cap on rents. The other thing that we really want is to see the council building council homes. They've not built any council homes, or so few over the last few years. Yes, they'll claim that they've built 4,000 houses for social landlords, but that's not the same. They're expensive. We think the council should be building council homes, decent council homes for people in Tower Hamlets.
We're demanding rent controls and an end to social and ethnic cleansing of London in particular, but everywhere.
I'm really inspired by the New Era state. I think that gives us the fact that they had their victory. That shows that when we fight, we can win. So we just need to keep up the fight.
So now we're all marching from Shoreditch High Street Church down to City Hall, and we're going to converge with the protesters who have walked up from South London.
When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want?
People are not going to be able to afford to live in London. They're going to move out of London, and there won't be enough teachers, there won't be enough nurses, there won't be enough people to do elementary jobs. It's a crazy world we're living in.
Well, I used to live in Hackney and Stoke Newington, but obviously can't afford to live there anymore. So I currently live in Streatham in South London due to a very friendly person who's allowing me reasonably cheap rent. But if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to be living in the city and I'd have to live somewhere else. And I'm reasonably affluent compared to most people. So someone like me can't live in London. What does that mean for most people here?
The poor people have very, very trouble with condition. Me too. I pay a rent very expensive, so I think we have to protest.
There's no way I would ever be able to afford a rent. I'd have to move probably up to Scotland or somewhere just because I couldn't afford to live in London. But I'm from London, I live in London and I love London. So everyone should have a right to housing.
This is obviously a problem that relates to everybody all across London. On the lines, can you give us a message? A quick message.
This is the message.
Empty homes, empty homes, empty homes. Empty homes, empty homes, empty homes. Empty homes, empty homes.
We are now standing outside City Hall, having walked from Shoreditch Church all the way down here, and we've met with the South London people, and they have walked up. And as you can see, there are thousands of people here today, all in support of the housing crisis.
What a fantastic demonstration today, and one up against Boris Johnson. Fantastic again. Isn't it clear that one of the main issues in London over the election is going to be housing? Londoners need homes.